All right, so everybody in this room, except for Nadim, how much do we like bacon?
Ew, I fucking hate bacon.
Except for Nikki too.
I always hated bacon. Well, now I don't even eat meat, but like I always hated bacon.
What made you hate it?
I don't like the taste of it.
The smell of it?
I don't like the smell of it. Actually, the smell of it reminds me of family now because like my family would cook it.
So it's a pleasant smell,
but
you like it.
I don't like eating it.
Is it too processed?
No, like I don't like the meat taste of it. In fact, like if it was touching anything, like if someone put bacon on my eggs or something and then they took it off, I could still taste the bacon.
Is it specifically bacon or is it pork belly?
Bacon, sausage, pepperoni, any of.
So you're fine with pork belly that's not processed?
Pork product.
Yeah, all the pork. I didn't even know as a kid that they were all the same animal. I just hated all of those meats.
But I mean, you're okay with pork belly though?
Like Korean barbecue?
No, the only pork that I liked was pulled pork in Hawaii.
Ooh,
that was
pretty
the
good.
only pork that I did
Kahlua
like.
pork.
I didn't grow up eating bacon, but my first taste of bacon was a sleepover at my friend's house. I woke up in the morning and I was like, what the fuck is this? And I just kept eating it. It
was
my
good?
friend's mom was like, you
Your
want
first time
more?
having
You want
bacon?
more? And she was so surprised, like, what the fuck is this?
You
boy
never
having?
had bacon there, and this woman was like, all right, what's this?
My mom told me she was embarrassed at as how much I would eat at other people's houses because I just wasn't used to like the food that they had, so I went nuts.
Right, because you didn't grow up with pork, right?
No, or like,
It's weird, because I grew up with pork.
Yeah.
My mom made everything was like pork.
and it was so delicious.
And beef was rare, and then
Yeah.
but for you it was like beef was the only thing you ate.
Beef
fish.
and turkey bacon or whatever, and then well, turkey bacon is because I begged my mom to make that for me. And then she made turkey bacon, and I was like, it ain't the fucking same.
Oh, see, I don't even like turkey bacon because it tastes too much like regular bacon.
Really?
Maybe they add like a
still
hickory
good, though.
smoke and
Yeah, I
like.
don't like.
I hate that you have to add your own curls to it.
I fuck
You know what I
with
mean?
it.
When you cook turkey bacon, it's just flat, and then you have to add your own little.
You have to like squish it to make it like.
I love bacon. I was like Joe, where so my mom's vegetarian, so I grew up with a lot of like zero meat. And I slept over at a friend's house, and then it was a Filipino friend, and then I woke up in the morning, and I'm like, what the fuck is that smell?
Yeah, that morning bacon smell.
Yeah, it just smelled so good.
Add a scent of coffee being brewed.
Yeah.
It's like heaven to
So
me.
that reminds me of family.
All we ate was like rice, bacon, and then you know that like Filipino sweet like banana sauce or something, you know what I'm talking about?
Banana ketchup.
Yeah, banana ketchup. That's all we ate, and it was so good.
Oh, longanisa. Do you like longanisa? You're Filipino. Do you like longanisa?
I don't think I've tried that.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't that the sausage thing?
She doesn't even like sausages.
I don't like sausage.
Sausage, yeah.
No, I don't like chorizo.
Cause like I couldn't eat pork, so but I've had it on accident. Like I didn't know what it was.
Oh, right.
So when I've had it like on pizza and I didn't know, I was like, what the fuck is this? Like it didn't taste good. And I grew up on
Like a pepperoni?
beef pepperoni.
Oh, beef pepperoni.
Oh, so you ate like pork pepperoni on accident.
You might as well
yeah.
eat tofu then.
Dude, beef pepperoni is so fucking good.
Where do you even get this?
My uncle had a pizza shop and it was all like halal food.
So they didn't have any pork at the pizza. Was it like halal pizza guy?
Yeah, I remember because I used to work there too, and I had this lady come back and throw the pizza. 'Cause
She threw it at you guys?
She ordered bacon, but we say it's bacon, but it's turkey bacon. And she was so pissed, which now I would get.
You could taste the difference.
Yeah, I don't know why I would be mad.
I would have been mad. Yeah.
be mad.
Imagine if you got a
I mean,
pepperoni pizza
were you-
and then they gave you eggplant.
But did you guys also advertise yourselves as being the halal?
Yeah.
Then you should fucking know, bitch.
Exactly. That's like when people go to vegan places and they order chicken and it's like fake chicken, it's like seitan chicken, and they're like, this isn't chicken. It's like, it's a fucking vegan place.
I would have gotten mad.
But yeah, so all this talk about pork and bacon, we can say goodbye to a shit ton of bacon now because 10 million pigs are now about to be euthanized.
Did they got the corona?
No, it's just no one's ordering fucking bacon anymore. Restaurants are closed, so 70% of all bacon is consumed at restaurants.
So it's just a waste.
It's
So
just
now
a
they're just
fucking
killing
waste.
the pigs, but no one's eating them.
Yeah, there's no
sad.
demand for pork right now, and so then all the pork farmers are like, we have like fucking grown ass pigs that need to be processed at this point, and we can't keep feeding them because we have
Can't they can
Let
them,
'em go.
motherfuckers?
Let them hang out in the field.
Well, they're gonna die a terrible death that way. Because if you let them go, then things will come after them and eat them. You know.
I think
You're
that,
gonna let them loose?
Let somebody else eat them.
so after,
being euthanized is like, I don't know how they get euthanized.
I actually agree with that more. It's more humane, but especially if they were never in the wild, they won't know how to fend for
They turn
themselves.
into boars and they fuck up the ecosystem.
I hear pigs can survive anywhere.
Yeah, they will. That's where we have our
but
boars.
to the part where
Will they stop then after they euthanize them? Will they stop breeding them?
I don't think
Because
so. I think
that's the problem.
they're prepping for the next wave of hopefully improvement in the economy and demand for pork supplies.
Then they'll start breeding them again.
No, they're already breeding. The little pigs
Pigs
are
are
now
so
getting
smart.
bigger.
They're the one animal there that I'm like, they're like dogs. They like remember people. They're very smart. They can read.
But they taste good though.
Yeah, look at a pig's eyes.
They look like people eyes.
Yeah, they do.
also cow eyes.
And it's like grandpa skin.
eyes of
it's like,
many animals.
It's like fat grandpa.
They just look
look like
like human
people.
eyes. They have
Look at that fat grandpa.
It's crazy.
And they actually have the emotional intelligence of a 5-year-old. And you can teach pigs how to read too.
well, don't tell me this. I love pork.
And they're very smart.
Shut up.
They're smarter than dogs.
Shut up.
Steve was just telling us about how he can't really eat pork anymore because you keep telling him about how smart.
They commit suicide sometimes in there because they get separated from their
stressed.
moms and they like.
But what do they do to do that?
They ram their heads against the wall until they die.
Are you sure he's not like that one Chinese guy who's trying to strengthen his forehead?
She wasn't here for that article.
Could be that.
But yeah, so the pork industry, they say, is in a year, it's about 20 billion worth.
Wow.
And then this move right here, they're projected to lose about 5 billion of that.
Wow.
All the
A quarter of the fucking industry?
well, can't they just like do things to preserve it or like can
freeze
it,
them or
No,
something.
so like they don't have the infrastructure for it. Like you hear about
That's like oil. That's like what's happening with that, and that's why the oil prices crash. And milk. Have you guys seen the farmers dumping tons of fucking milk?
So the issue I remember reading about the potato farmer in Ireland. You know how they make a lot of potatoes over there, right? And the problem is that this farmer, I think 80% of his crop goes to restaurants only. So they can't go to grocery stores because he can't individually package them. Like people normally buy them in the truckloads, right?
Yeah.
So to be able to package them individually and then sell them, it would go bad by then.
Yeah.
So then what he decided to do, which was really dope, was that he just posted on Facebook, was like, hey, free potatoes, come. And then people came from all around the country with like just their trunks. They opened it and they filled it.
Oh my gosh, that's cool.
But I guess you can't do that for here. 'Cause
I
it's
mean,
like,
did he fuck up
free
the industry?
pigs.
Yeah. Because I mean, seriously,
No,
like,
no. The problem with the grocery stores didn't have potatoes. Like the grocery stores were low, but there was no infrastructure to get it to
They
them.
all have their own different pipelines. Like these guys go to restaurants, these guys go to grocery stores.
And that's all they do.
I think the people that are on the outside, they think, why don't you just do this? Because the solution isn't that simple. You can't just mix systems together.
yeah, that's kind of like how we had to deal with the masks.
Yeah.
Like the supply chain for the masks that specifically went to hospitals were all dried up, but the ones that were going to retailers were still there. So we were able to be in the middle and grab these up and send it to the hospitals. But that's kind of like the same thing. I have a buddy who owns a farm and he was saying how like the margins are so fucking low for farmers, and that's why they survive off something called subsidies, which is government funded. This is something that kind of happened during the Great Depression where farms were producing food, but they couldn't get it to the cities and all that. And then to keep them operating, the government started giving them money for it and all that. So a lot of farms today, like you see them and you see huge operations and you think they're making money, but they're barely scraping by. It's crazy. It kind of sucks that I think it's just when lives are involved. Because if it's like farmer throws away 10,000 carrots, no one gives a fuck.
I wonder what would happen if he did the same Facebook post. Come get your pig.
Yeah.
Would people just pick it
I
up?
would be worried about lawsuits. Because what if the pig is sick and
Sign a
people get sick?
liability
And just,
waiver.
yeah, there's just so many things.
I always wanted
Yeah.
a pet pig.
I know they're so cute and they love you.
And there's already places in Texas with like hella pig infestations. Like the places where you can rent a helicopter and mow them down with a machine gun. It's because there's already way too many pigs over there.
And wouldn't it fuck up the industry if people get free pigs and then there's 15 billion more pigs like in circulation, or like 15 billion more sales that could happen, but then it also eats into the profit because he floods the market with free pigs.
I don't think people are slaughtering them.
Yeah, I don't
they're
think
not-
people are going to be slaughtering, yeah.
Really? Okay. Because when I heard free pigs, I'm like, oh, free meat?
Imagine feeding one pig. That's a lot of money. And then even if you decide to eat it, like that's not gonna destroy the market of just one pig.
You can run out pretty quick.
It's like 1 week's worth of
I
food.
don't think most people even know how to slaughter their own pig.
Yeah.
True.
Plus, it's like I don't think you could just take a pig from a farm and turn that into a pet. as.
Can you? I heard they get rescued all the time, don't
You
they?
might be able to nurture it enough to
Haven't
domesticate
you
it.
seen Charlotte's Web?
Yeah.
Or Babe.
Yeah.
And a lot of meat processing plants are closing down too. Like several.
Yeah, the meat prices are going up. Like every time I go to a grocery store, I'm like looking at the meats. I'm like,
You can see it going every cent, every cent.
yeah, the little one's like 20 cents a little more expensive this time, 30 cents and more expensive.
I wish my fridge was bigger. I'm trying to save some meat.
I know.
The vegans are winning.
Wendy's don't got meat now. That sucks.
Wendy's?
Yeah, because Wendy's, their thing is always, we got fresh meat with the fresh patties. But because they get meat delivered every day, we're low on meat now. They just don't have any beef, so you can only buy chicken there.
You know, Beyond Meat stock is going up.
Have you had Impossible meat? The Impossible Burger? So good.
Why the fuck you lying?
Like,
No, they have it at the grocery stores now.
That's cool.
I just tweeted it because it's so good.
Why you always lying?
It's really good.
If you, like, especially if you have your own, right? They sell it not even as patties. They sell it as just ground meat that you can make it as anything.
That's dope.
You cannot tell the difference.
Oh my god. Stop fucking lying.
I guarantee it.
Wait, what is it?
Yeah, because that's the one gripe I have with Beyond Meat burgers is like there's kind of there's like a little weird taste there.
It depends on who cooks it.
Impossible like caramelizes and everything.
Oh, there's a difference. Yeah.
Yeah, what is it? Is one
Reaction.
actually meat, but like,
It's all vegan. It's all plant based, and then they use this.
I think Impossible Burger has heme in it, right? Like so the same the chemical that's in blood that
makes
like,
it
makes
red.
it sound that tastes irony. Yeah.
This might actually be legit.
To it and everything.
I forgot which one I had, but it was either Impossible or Beyond, and I remember eating it, and I was like, "Fuck, this tastes like the fucking hamburgers you get at like school cafeteria."
Where'd you go though?
At the grocery store.
I think it's
Ralph's.
Impossible.
That's definitely Beyond because Impossible just got to grocery stores like a week ago.
Gotcha. But I remember thinking this is like that crappy hamburgers that school cafeteria serve.
it's like a McDonald's.
Yeah. I know.
Like at Umami Burger, they're whatever one they
That's
have.
Impossible there.
It's bomb.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I've had that one.
I get that there because I'm just like it tastes good.
Yeah.
Do you order a regular burger and that burger so you have a spare in case this one is nasty? You have an
No,
immediate
I just
something
trust
else?
that it's gonna be good, like because I've been there. And
I can't do that. I gotta buy
And
both
it
burgers.
doesn't make you feel all heavy like a regular burger does. That's what's nice about it.
Yeah, it's weird. It tastes like a burger. It tastes like a legit burger.
And you can cook it medium rare, so it literally has the same banding and like. it's
Yeah,
pink
and
and
because of the heme, it looks like yeah.
Yeah. Like if no one told me that wasn't beef, I wouldn't be able to tell.
So my brother-in-law is a chemist, and he like back years ago they got invited to a banquet, and the Impossible Burger people were sponsoring it, and it was a banquet, but they didn't know that the Impossible Burger was sponsoring it, and everyone was eating burgers, and then they pitched this whole thing and like how they're gonna try to revolutionize the industry with this new type of burger, and like everyone was kind of doubting it, and then they're like, the burgers you're eating today, those are Impossible Burgers.
And they go,